Oh, welcome back to Blickling. As you see, we're starting away straight away once we remember to put it into gear. Well, one of these days I'll learn how to drive. Possibly. We're carrying straight on to where we were last time. I'll try and lift this at the right point, about there. Whoops. Try not to run into the hedge. Now, these are not easy rolls to sear grass. I keep meaning to put a different texture in, but I keep forgetting that one of these days it will get done. Right, I'm recording this at an odd time. I'm recording this on a Sunday morning because we're off to the allotment this afternoon. We've got the local radio interested, so we've got one of our presenters coming up to give us a hand, inverted commas. We're one of these towns with our own very small, very local radio. Just got the license, I think, earlier this year or late last year. Been doing a lot of test broadcasts, but they're now doing it for real. I must say, I'm quite enjoying their output. I'm not certain we may not have gone right to the edge here. Oh well. No, we didn't, did we? Oh well. Never mind. What we miss. It's more a case of just trying to get as much as we can out of this without going stupid about it. Yeah, so if my voice is a bit strange, it's because I haven't been up very long. You can see it's 10 o'clock in the morning. Sunday mornings I don't get up until 9. I watch match of the day, the repeat match of the day before I get up. And not that my team is on anymore. We're stuck in the middle of the championship. As you can tell too, I also got a frog in my throat. Great broadcasting this. Do apologise. I'm not even going to bother to look behind now. I'm just going to go for it. And what I'm going to do is, just to break things up a bit, I'll do this field and I'll just take the tractor back and pick the forage wagon up, and we'll just forage this one before we get the rest. We are expecting rain at some point, and I don't particularly want to get too wet. We want a certain amount of moisture in for it to ferment properly, but we don't want it stupidly wet. Now, it looks like I'll almost be doing all the medals I decided to do, and I think I already told you I decided not to do the one in the pig meadow. It is just a bit too awkward to get in and out of. That may change later if I get really short stuff. Could of course wait on that and let it get another growth stage. Do that one for hay later. But we'll soon be getting down, of course, to having crops ready to harvest mid-spring. I think it's canola or rape in field 10 must be getting close now. And we may this year be able to afford another field. And if I do, that is going down to grass, no doubt about it. Have one big grass field to get all my stuff close to the farm. As you know, I'm bringing all my stuff in nice and close, and oh dear, did not do very well on this at all. I think this is going to be a case I'm going to miss more, and I should really use GPS. Let's not beat about the bush. But oh, of course I can do this. I'm an expert. I'm a professional. I can do this. I think we're just about there. Yeah, it's a big gap on my left hand side, so I'm guessing we are there now. I may just go up the middle of those two I've just done and just trying to tidy that up a little bit. I'm not going to bother at the bottom here. Well, I think we get most of that. Oh, what we miss, we miss. There's a bit of a mess in this corner. Dear, is that a mess? Right. Where was it? That was up here somewhere. And that's definitely a well-defined one. I'm just going to have a quick look to see if there's any aren't very well defined. Some there. Ah, well. Let's give it up, shall we? Give us a bad job. Turn it off. Fold it up. Go on. Park this over the other side and bomb back for the forage wagon, and we'll hopefully get a load of forage out of there first. You leave that about here. Now, remind me, I put the brake on and knocked it out of gear. Just remind me before I start, alright? Thank you for reminding me. Right, let's go and play with the traffic. There's luckily not too much traffic coming along here, although it is getting to the touristy season now, so there will be some, and we'll probably be starting fairly soon, next couple of 3 hours. Oh yeah, let's have a quick, I did say about having when the rape's going to be ready, so a quick look at it. Oh no, it's a couple of 3 stages away yet. Yeah, I remembered on my own that time. It's a miracle. The worst thing about here is this main road. You would look at it, you wouldn't think it's a main road. I'm going to have to come out of cab because I can't see right that corner. You wouldn't think this is a main road. Well, it's what we use as main roads around here. Really ought to get down with the chainsaw and just bring these trees to order a bit. I'm going back, well, I can't remember where. Oh yes, I remember where I left the forage wagon now. Good job nothing comes along here. Well, except during the potato season, then you get quite a bit of traffic going to Birdseye. Yeah, I'm taking a chance today with my driving. You can tell it's early in the morning. I'm not really with it yet. Here we are. Hook her up. Oh, look at that, we got up just about spot on. I hope you're impressed. I know I am. The go out this way is actually slightly easier. If I go on the wrong side of the road on that junction, I can see better. I never think to do that, but mainly because the authorities are never that keen on you doing that. But Ford and George Dixon isn't there watching. That's another little reference to an old British series, not a comedy for once. Now, if we come this side of it, you actually have a slightly clearer view up the road. You have slightly worse down, but you have slightly better up. So you can't see anything this side. Well, there we go. We take a chance. See, it's hard work up this slope. You wouldn't think that Norfolk had slopes like this, but it does. As I already introduced the map probably for anybody who hasn't seen this before. This is Blickling by OldBor. Map based on Blickling, which is near Aylsham in Norfolk, sort of mid-north. But all the properties, all businesses around here are real businesses. The roads are as we have to put up with. The lower there is a lot less potholes on these roads here. I live in South Norfolk, so I'm a little bit away from this, so the roads might be less potholey around Blickling. I don't know. But I know around here you take your life in your hands at times on the bike. By the way I ride, I take my life in my hands all the time, but don't tell the wife. Alright, where are we now? Here we are. I'll switch it on. We go round here. Can't remember where I started. Right, but not that really matters. It's all got to go. What I will try and do is do the rest of the two fields off screen and then move on to the next day. But I can't promise, as I said on other videos, we're now coming into this time of a lot of work on the allotment. I've done the heavy work, the digging, but there's now all this seeding, weeding and mowing to do. One of the reasons I've managed to get 2 weeks ahead on videos is, if you're seeing this, I made this about 2 weeks ago. So any comments I make about anything current isn't current anymore. It'll be history for you. Hey, the fun of doing this when you're trying to get a block together. It used to be interesting making an old ridge. Because as you know, myself and BP had a parallel story going. We were both on the same valley, both with the same people around us, but we're doing it for either end of the valley. And that with that, you couldn't make those ahead. You had to wait for the, well, in my case for BP to post his so he could answer anything he brought up, and he had to wait for me to post mine so he could answer anything I brought up. I think I might just shove that down to heavy duty. Let's make a little bit of heavy weather of this at the moment. Oh, it's getting full. It's a good job you don't have to pull this up the hill. Although going down, of course, it tests the brakes out fairly. Let's take on to the next row. And we're going to get a couple of free load out of this. We'll try and carry on until we cleared this field. Or meadow, I should say. Good, it's correct title. Now this is one of those maps, get back to this, this is one of those maps I had to do. It's my home territory. Now we don't see too many maps based on Norfolk, mainly because we haven't got the mountains around here. We have what they call big skies, which is why a lot of artists like coming to Norfolk and Suffolk to paint. But we are the mainstay of the sugar beet industry. It's mainly East Anglia and the East Midlands. Not many other parts grow a great deal. In fact, I think all the factories are based in the East Anglia and the East Midlands. Hello, Helmsville. We're also one of the main barley growing regions of the country. Malting barley, not just barley, but particular types of barley. I'll take transport now. Just save a bit of fuel. How are we doing on time? Almost thought, oh yeah, I filled this up, didn't I, before I started this little lot. I'm hoping I can get this year done and get it started next year before 19 lands, although I won't be turning over to 19 immediately, not until some decent maps come out. What I don't like doing is what everybody else does, and everybody does the same thing when a new version comes out. They play the newest map to death until you get fed up with it. I won't just have the beacons on. It's better. Alright. So I shall hold on until decent mod maps come out. I know Newbie Farm should be very quick off the marks, because Roy has got his made, but he's just have to do some fiddling for whatever they change for 19. And I have been playing the one for 19 quite a bit, and I know that Ian Robson has. It's the one he's playing on his multiplayer game. It's 19, it's not 17. It's not Newbie 17. I have both. I know Roy anyway, and he's another very good chap to have around to help you out. Now I'm not certain what else I'm going to be playing. The only one I know for certain I'm going to be playing is Old Ridge, which is going to continue. Even if you don't like Old Ridge, you have to admire the fact that I just keep on with it. And on, and on. And I know some of you are probably completely fed up with it, but it's continuing. What are we doing now? We'll come to 20 minutes. We'll run to about 40 minutes, I think. Oh, not that one. I've been playing Old Ridge again, so I've got me buttons all mixed up. Let's get some silage made, because we're getting short of silage. And this is also unusual for me. I've got coffee here. normally go in without any drink. It's a mistake. If anybody's doing this type of thing, have something to drink, but your throat will get dry. It's a case of don't do as I do as I tell you. Make sure I don't go on the effect. I think I got that on auto load. It's not the best way to have it, but I'm lazy. I keep forgetting what key does what. Because I have got the auto collect egg system in here. Not the one by GTX and Realismus Modding. I think that's GTX was to do that. It's the one that's on 15 and 13 for that, which automatically collects them and puts them into your backpack. Now let's just try this the other way this time, see which way is better. I know we have a junction round our way, which is best to go what looks like the wrong junction, because you can see so much better. Sorry, that mirror's just in the way there. That'll come out of, yeah, okay. Now, I like the way that OldBor has them, but the traffic splines and dead straight, they actually wander about a bit. So you have to watch them all the time. It's little things. There's also the bird song. The one thing I really love about this map, wherever you can tell almost where you are by the different birds that are singing. We go too slow. You also speed the traffic up a bit, which I'm not quite so keen on. It's one thing I'd like to see Giants do is actually improve the AI of the traffic. I have that up and back. I say we're on 13, where you could play flip the car. I miss that. You know what you got? You got a vehicle with a lowish front end, and hit an AI vehicle as hard as you could in the right spot, and see how far across the map you could force it. I had lots of fun doing that. Little things and all that, you know. I think what we do is we turn around and come back up the other way. No, I'm gonna probably get completely confused going the other way, you know. Right. Not on heavy, here we are, that's better. Get your gear ratios right. In some respects, having the gearbox mod a little bit of waste when you've got CVT boxes, but I like it still. You still get the nice different notes. You don't hear it so much when I'm yabbering on all the time. It has to be said, but and I'll say it because you lot are too polite to. Well, a minute, hold on, Stu's a subscriber. Most of you lot are too polite to. We've got everything here, so we start going up and down, I reckon. I can find where the ends are. This is the problem I have with this grass texture. My eyesight isn't what it should be, and I have great difficulty in seeing it. Huh. Don't know where the hell this one went. Don't think I actually done this one. A couple across the bottom there which I missed because I didn't go quite far enough. Oh well, pick some of these up anyway. Right, we go off down there, swing round. And we pick this one. We'll miss some, but if we get a couple load off this one, a couple load off the other one, I don't think I'm going to be too worried. be about 80,000 litres, no, 160,000 litres, roughly. Also, I'd give us some digitate to inject into the ground. I'm going to inject that back into the grass fields. Sounds good. Oh, I missed this bit of air completely. Not always easy to get them when you're turning. That's my excuse anyway. Right now, which is the next one to get? Sorry if I'm making anybody dizzy. I'll see this one. I'm gonna have another slurp in a moment. Yeah, I think we'll get this field finished, this meadow finished, and I'll call it. In fact, I think on the next up, I will prepare to do this. So the next time up, I can take a nice little screenshot. Anybody think I almost knew what I was doing? They'd be wrong. Boy, would they be wrong. Oh, I missed that one. I will do this one. And come back and get that one later. No, okay. Get that before it goes too far off. That'll do. Yes, I could come up with carry on and not use. But I'm not going to. I'll leave that to the real experts. Oh, what's that hard? Oh, almost a full load. I think this may not be 40,000, probably about 30,000 litres of grass. So it'll still be 30, 60, 120,000 litres. That should keep us going for silage for the rest of this year, unless I increase the cow herd quite dramatically. But I want to increase it some more. That and the greenhouses are what bring in the day-to-day running money, which should be clearing our fixed costs. Hey, you like the business term then, a fixed cost? Well, oh look, I missed this lot over here. No, because this was more realistic on. As more stuff is going through the chopper here, the harder it works. I think the guy who made this has done a magnificent job. Who made more realistic. I missed it completely on 13. It wasn't really my thing then. Well, we've got another one done. So I've got to keep going back and forth and get my crash, haven't I? I always crash. If I don't crash, I know you lot out there will be very upset. Especially a certain Australian who has a thing about mowing grass. He does get very upset if I don't crash. Especially I could do a catchphrase from another very old comedy series. He's falling in the water. To do with the RCO being the ducks all, he great bloke. Give his videos a look, give him a like, subscribe to him. He's doing Sanoska Not Extreme is the one I'm particularly interested in on here, so we'll risk this. Because I'm playing that off screen and he's playing it on. A map made by another artist. There's a lot of artists about. A lot of them to do. Sort of got involved with PCSG. There's Johnny V. There's GTX Andy. There's Duxoli. There must be more. I know it's one Kiwi. I see him post now and again. Right, well, I think we might as well call it actually now. We'll tip this lot and that will be our lot for the day. Don't think it's worthwhile me taking you back up there again for me just to ramble on about nothing in particular. So it's thank you very much for watching. If you like what you saw, please consider leaving a like. If you're not a subscriber, well, just think about it. What better entertainment could you get for free? Don't answer that, because I know you lot and the type of entertainment you like. Well, give it a try, just subscribe. I do this sort of thing now 4 days a week. We'll be cutting down to 3 with 19 lands. Plus a special video quite a few weekends. I'm well, by the time you see this, you should have seen my latest one, which I'm working on in my mind at the moment. Some more coffee is better. Alright, let's take this back. I'll finish the rundown on the as we go back. It's still a chance for me to crash then. I'll do something equally stupid. Oh yes, any questions, comments, queries, suggestions, or just general chit chat, feel free to put it in the comments section. I read every one. If I don't like what you wrote, I will tell you. But basically, anything except for politics, religion, racism, homophobia, or anything like that goes. But if you hit any of those subjects, I shall jump up and down and call you names. So there's so. All you see is you. Oh no, better not say. I have some Suffolk subscribed though, so I can't say you can say anything you want about Suffolk. It's an in joke. It's like quite a few places we have little friendly rivalries, and ours is between Norfolk and Suffolk. There's nothing wrong with people from Suffolk, and I live right on the border, so. But it's just that we like to have little digs at each other. Yeah, well, anyway. With that, as we are making our way slowly back, and that still hasn't rained yet, but it must be getting close. The sky looks quite clear. Just drag it back to the matter again. Then you can walk home from there. I'm so kind to you. I'm so good to you. No, we're gonna go, because that's gonna take too long to get here. And by the time if I waited, I'd have someone up my backside. Nice. Oh yes, talking about the conflict, I'm particularly interested, as I have been for quite a while here, Tales of the old days of farming. If it's a story that goes around your family from way back, just take a little bit of time and write it in. Buck Wild's been very good at this, and I like to mention Buck again. He's done quite a few. Thanks, Buck. So I think with that, as we get ready to finish this off, and I will, at least I'll get this one finished off. Now, where did I get to? I think I might have to start again on one of these. I'm going to say thank you very much, and it's Merriman saying cheerio for now. Cheerio.